Good news dahil may bagong immigration program like this. This pilot program addresses acute labor demands and recruitment challenges within the province. Naka-focus ang stream na to sa mga occupations katulad ng trade, support, farming, hospitality, healthcare, and retail. On my intro vlog about Provincial Nominee Program noong December 2021, I asked my subscribers kung anong province ang gusto nilang i-explain ko. So ito na nga, nanguna ang Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia. So in today's video, pag-uusapan natin ang Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program or SINP. Kung hindi nyo pa napapanood, ano ba talaga yung Provincial Nominee Program, pakibalikan yung introductory vlog ko about this. This video is dedicated to the Mercanites in Saskatchewan, yung mga kabayan namin dyan. There are thousands of you. I'm so happy to see many of you flourish in life and career. Congrats po from Mercan Group of Companies. Madami sigurong nagtatanong sa inyo kung paano ba kayo nakapunta dyan. So ito na, I'll make your life easier. Share mo na lang tong vlog na to para sagutin yung questions ng mga friends and family mo. But if it's your first time in my channel, I'm Marjorie Quintos po from Montreal, Quebec, Canadian immigration consultant sa Mercan Group of Companies, one of the leading and most successful immigration consulting firms in Canada, which brought over 10,000 foreign workers and assisted over 40,000 individuals with their permanent residence applications dito sa Canada. So, the province of Saskatchewan is part of Canada's western provinces. It is bordered on the west by Alberta and on the north by Northwest Territories, on the east by Manitoba, to the northeast by Nunavut, and on the south by the U.S. states of Montana and North Dakota. This province is rich in farmlands and is a hub for agricultural production here in Canada. Yung city of Regina, popularly known as the Queen City, the capital city of Saskatchewan. Yung Saskatoon naman is the biggest city in Saskatchewan. May office po ang Mercan sa Saskatoon, kaya nakapunta na din ako dyan sa Saskatchewan. And I love the scenery, nakakakalma, walang traffic, at higit sa lahat, mababait ang mga tao. So, magsimula na tayo. Kailangan nyo pong mag-focus para malaman nyo kung ito na nga ba yung province para sa'yo. Another thing I'd like to point out is madaming sanga-sanga ang immigration programs dito sa Canada. As I've mentioned in my vlog entitled Immigration to Canada Programs Overview, there are more than 80 na immigration programs to Canada. So, paki-review yung vlog na yon para malaman nyo yung classes of immigration programs. May tatlong immigration programs or category ang SINP. Ito ay ang mga sumusunod. Saskatchewan Entrepreneur and Farm, Saskatchewan Experience, at yung tatalakayin natin on this video, which is the SINP International Skilled Worker Program. Yung Saskatchewan Entrepreneur and Farm, this immigration stream ay para sa mga gustong magtayo ng business or bumili ng farmland sa Saskatchewan. May dalawang subcategories ang stream na to. Saskatchewan Entrepreneur, Saskatchewan Farm Owners and Operators. Skip ko na lang yung programs na to kasi para to sa mga may kakayanan mag-invest ng hundreds of thousands of dollars in the province. So, focus tayo dun sa mga naghahanap ng way to immigrate through employment or through your own skills and background, okay? So, yung Saskatchewan Experience, ito yung stream para sa mga foreign workers na nagtatrabaho na sa Saskatchewan through the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. Yung Saskatchewan Experience category ay may 6 na subcategories. Kumbaga, parang sanga niya. Yes, 6. Ang dami, di ba? These include skilled worker with existing work permit, semi-skilled agriculture with existing work permit, health professionals, students, hospitality sector project, at yung paborito kong long-haul truck driver project. Napanood mo na ba yung Temporary Foreign Worker Program na vlog ko? If not, pakiwatch mo after this video kasi yun yung isang stepping stone mo para mag-qualify under Saskatchewan Experience. Mabilis lang yung vlog na yun and it's packed with knowledge for you. So, finally, our main topic, Saskatchewan International Skilled Worker Program. Under this program, may 4 namang subcategories. So, 4, okay? Ito yung mga sumusunod. Saskatchewan Express Entry, Saskatchewan In-Demand Occupations, Saskatchewan Employment Offer, At yung latest, yung International Skilled Worker Hard to Fill Skills Pilot Project. So itong apat na to ay may pagkakaiba pagdating sa requirements, kaya iisa-isahin natin yung bawat category. Okay? So, under the SINP International Skilled Worker Program ay hindi mo kailangang nasa Saskatchewan na para makapag-apply ka ng permanent residency. Unlike dun sa Saskatchewan experience na kailangan mong magbuno ng ilang buwan or taon as a temporary foreign worker para mag-qualify ka for PR. Usually, tinatawag naming mga immigration consultants sa MERCAN itong International Skilled Worker Program bilang direct PNP or direct PR. Kasi madami sa mga applicants namin, pagdating sa Saskatchewan ay permanent residents na sila. Pero madami din ang nakakakuha muna ng work permit para habang naghihintay ng finalization ng kanilang permanent residency ay nagtatrabaho na sila doon sa Saskatchewan. Let's begin with the requirements under the Saskatchewan Employment Offer. As the term implies, ito ay para sa mga meron ng job offer mula sa employer sa Saskatchewan. Ano nga ba yung eligibility requirements para sa category na ito? As the term implies, kailangan mo ng permanent, full-time na job offer from a Saskatchewan employer. Yung job offer na ito, although hindi nangangailangan ng Labor Market Impact Assessment or LMIA, ay kailangan ng approval ng Saskatchewan Province in the form of what's called Job Approval Letter or JAL. Yung employer ang kailangan mag-apply ng JAL sa Saskatchewan Immigration para makakuha sila ng approval to hire foreign workers. The SINP Job Approval Letter is a pre-approved authorization for an employer to hire a foreign worker through the SINP. So, sa work experience, dapat may at least 1 year work experience ang applicant na directly related or equal to the job he is applying for or the job being offered by the employer. Mababa ang required na English level nito. Canadian Language Benchmark or CLB level 4 out of 10 lang, which means kahit 4 lang sa IELTS, pwede. Unlike sa express entry na kailangan mo ng IELTS na 6. Under this program, kailangan mong maka-score ng 60 points sa SINP assessment grade na tatalakayin natin maya-maya lang. So ano naman yung International Skilled Worker Hard to Fill Pilot Project? Good news dahil may bagong immigration program like this. This pilot program addresses acute labor demands and recruitment challenges within the province. Naka-focus ang stream na to sa mga occupations katulad ng trade, support, farming, hospitality, healthcare, and retail. Ano yung requirements ng International Skilled Worker Hard to Fill Skills Pilot? Kailangan mo ng at least 1 year of work experience in the past 3 years or 6 months full-time working in Saskatchewan in the same job. Kailangan ng English test and you have to have a language score of at least CLB level 4 din. Mababa lang din. Kailangan mo din ng completed na equivalent to high school in Canada. So if your studies were not completed in Canada, you will need to submit an Educational Credentials Assessment or ECA. Then of course, kailangan ng employer mo ng JAL or yung Job Approval Letter. The offer must be in one of the following occupations: laborers in processing, manufacturing, and utilities, laborers in foods, beverage, and associated products processing, laborers in metal fabrication, industrial painters, coaters, and metal finishing process operators, mechanical assemblers and inspectors, process control and machine operators, foods, beverage, and associated processing, sawmill machine operators, metalworking and forging machine operators, general farm workers, construction trades helpers and laborers, heavy equipment operators except crane operators, transport truck drivers, material handlers, janitors, caretakers, and building superintendents, light duty cleaners, food counter attendants, kitchen helpers, and related support occupations, hotel front desk clerks, food and beverage servers, home support workers, housekeepers, and related occupations, other assisting occupations in support of health services, nurse aides, orderlies and patient service associates, dispatchers, shippers, and receivers. Between Saskatchewan Employment Offer Program and International Skilled Worker Hard-to-Fill Skilled Pilots, hindi mo kailangan ng show money and settlement plan kasi enough na sa government na may permanent full-time job offer ka at settlement support ng employer. Sa mga nagtatanong, ano-ano ba yung mga nire-recruit ng Mercant for Saskatchewan? Here's some of the list of occupations that we've successfully helped place immigrants with under the Saskatchewan SINP International Skilled Workers category. Mapapatunayan yan ng mga thousands of Mercantites that we helped come to Saskatchewan. Nurses. We were able to place hundreds of Filipino registered nurses in Saskatchewan back in 2007 and 2008. Nag-stop hiring ang Saskatchewan since pero may balita na babalik sila. Sana makuha ulit ang Mercant as their recruiter. So we will keep you posted. Ito yung mga current and continuous job orders ng Mercant in Saskatchewan. Food counter attendants, food service supervisors, cooks, long-haul truck drivers, welders, machinists, and mechanics. If you belong in these occupations and you believe that you can qualify under Saskatchewan International Skilled Worker Program, I have a link below kung saan kayo pwedeng mag-apply. Tanong nyo, bakit parang limited yata yung nire-recruit ng mga ng Mercant? And daming nakalista, lalo na sa in-demand occupations list. Tapos, ang daming categories na pwedeng applyan. Right? So, kasi po, stricto din po kami sa pagpili ng employers na pagdadalhan namin ng mga workers. Dapat yung employers ay compliant sa batas ng Canada at also sa rules sa Philippines. Sa panahon ngayon, kailangang maingat po kayo sa mga nagpapabayad para ihanap kayo ng employer. It is illegal for someone to charge for a fee for finding an employer for a foreigner. Kaya mag-ingat po sa illegal recruiters. Para sa mga aspiring applicants na wala kaming job order for you, meron naman akong ginawang tutorial on how to find an employer in Canada. So check it out. It's on my channel. So if you find an employer, let me know and perhaps we can help you in your application. Also, feel free to ask me for the authenticity of any job offer you might get. I'll be happy to help you on that para po hindi kayo mabiktima ng illegal recruiters. Magbabayad kayo ng something na wala namang mapupuntahan, right? So, moving on, kung wala kang offer from Saskatchewan, in-demand occupations and Saskatchewan Express Entry programs are for you. Ipagpapauna ko lang na mahirap po mag-qualify dito and I will tell you why. So, what is Saskatchewan in-demand occupation? Ito yung program para sa mga high-skilled workers. Hindi po qualified ang mga low-skilled workers dito sa program na ito. Also, there's a list of occupations na hindi eligible for these program subcategories. Note that these occupations may be eligible through the other programs that I've discussed, International Skilled Worker Employment Offer subcategory and the Saskatchewan Work Experience category, if your employer has registered with the Government of Saskatchewan and received approval for the job offer. I will post a list ng mga occupations na hindi eligible mag-apply under these streams. So, if your occupation is not excluded from Saskatchewan in-demand occupations list, pwede kang mag-apply ng walang employer for PR. Pero may requirements pa rin yan. Kailangan maka 60 points ka sa SINP assessment grid. Language core at CLB level 4. And then, nakakompleto ka ng post-secondary education, meaning higher than high school. Kailangan mo rin meron kang diploma or certificates or degree at kailangan mong magpasa ng educational credentials assessment from a designated organization. Kailangan din na you have at least 1 year of full-time work experience in an eligible skilled occupation for the past 10 years. So, as I've mentioned, occupations na wala sa listahan ng excluded occupations, okay? So, important requirements, your work experience must be related to your occupation and education. Another important requirement, you have to have proof of settlement funds or show money and a settlement plan. You may need to provide proof of professional status or of eligibility of licensure para sa mga regulated occupations like mga professionals. Lastly, yung Saskatchewan Express Entry. Okay, so to be eligible, you must have a valid Express Entry profile number and a job seeker code. Your occupation must not be listed under the excluded occupations list. Same as with the in-demand occupations list. Okay. So if you want to know about express entry, pakinood yung vlog ko about it, at kahit na medyo luma na yon, same requirements and same concept pa din naman, kaya matututunan nyo pa din yung lahat ng requirements ng express entry. So, gusto ko lang din i-discuss points assessment grid ng SINP kasi sinasabi ko kanina na dapat 60 points pataas ang dapat makuha ng isang applicant. So, ano nga ba yung mga factors ng points assessment grid? Sa mga nagtataka bakit may age limit, minimum education, English test, etc. Mga recruitment projects namin sa Saskatchewan. Ang dahilan, may point system ang SINP programs. So, yung points assessment grid ay may 2 factors. Alright? So, factor 1, labor market success. And then yung factor 2, connection to Saskatchewan labor market and adaptability. So, discuss natin yung factor 1 very briefly. Labor market success, education, and training. Points are awarded in the following sub-factors. Education and training for a maximum of 23 points. High school graduate gains 10 points po. Skilled work experience. So your work experience must relate to the job that you put in your application. 1 year of work experience equals 12 full months. So kung yung experience mo ay within the recent 5 years from the date of your application, you get maximum of 10 points kapag 5 years experience, and lowest is 2 points. So for 1 year work experience yon. So parang 2, 4, 6, 8 points na increment for every year of work experience. If yung work experience mo ay from within 6 to 10 years from the date of your application, yung points mo ay mas mababa. 2 points for 2 years, 3 points for 3 years, 4 points for 4 years, and 5 points for 5 years of experience. Language ability. Kailangan mong mag-take ng official language test like IELTS or CELPIP. Maximum points is 20, where CLB4 gains 12 points, 14 points for CLB5, 16 points for CLB6, 18 points for CLB7, and 20 points for CLB8 or higher. Sa mga marunong mag-French, pwede ring mag-take ng French test wherein may extra 10 maximum points for CLB8 or higher. I'm posting a link from the government below para makita nyo how to convert your IELTS, CELPIP, or TEF scores to CLB 4 to 10. Age. Less than 18 years old, 0 points. 18 to 21, 8 points. 22 to 34 years, 12 points. 35 to 45, 10 points. 46 to 50, 8 points. And over 50 years old gets 0 points. Connections and adaptability to the Saskatchewan labor market points are given for having a connection to Saskatchewan labor market. This shows your ability to successfully settle in Saskatchewan as a permanent resident. So, high-skilled employment offer from Saskatchewan employer, 30 points agad yon. So, ibig sabihin, kalahati na lang ng cut-off score ang bubunuin mo sa ibang factors. The following points are for occupations in demand and Saskatchewan and express entry categories only. Okay, so if you have close family relatives in Saskatchewan, gives you 20 points. This includes a parent, sibling, grandparent, aunt, uncle, niece, nephew, first cousin, and step family members or in-laws in the same relationship. Past work experience in Saskatchewan. At least 12 months of work in the past 5 years on a valid work permit will give you 5 points. Past student experience in Saskatchewan, at least 1 full-time academic year at a recognized Saskatchewan post-secondary institution on a valid study permit will give you 5 points. Maximum points for factor 1 is 80 points, and then maximum points for factor 2 is 30 points. So total of 110 points. So, do you think Saskatchewan is where you will fit in? Sabi ko nga, hindi talaga madali ang mag-apply dito sa Canada. Madami talagang requirements, and knowing where you can fit is your responsibility. That's why nagsishare ako ng info para po makatulong. Wait lang kayo sa mga susunod ko pang vlogs. Lagi kong papaalala sa inyo na series of vlogs ang pag-uusap natin tungkol sa iba't ibang provincial nominee programs, kaya wag na wag kayong bibitaw. And you can find some of my life hacks, travel guides, and other interesting topics sa website ko, marjoriequintos.com. You may also follow me on Facebook and Instagram para sa mga kaganapan sa personal kong buhay. But if I may request, please wag po kayo sa Facebook ko mag-message dahil hindi po kami allow na makipag-transact on Facebook. And this is also for your protection from scammers kasi may mga nagpapanggap na Mercan employee. Minsan may mga nagpapanggap pa nga na ako sila. So, please. Also, I'm not assigned to screen new applicants. We have experts for that. hindi ko kayo kakayanin. Okay, so and then my role is to bring you knowledge po. So for job order postings at Mercan para sa mga Filipinos, follow our Facebook pages. If you're in the Philippines, Mercan Canada Employment Philippines, and if you're abroad naman, Mercan Manpower and Immigration Overseas Kabayan. Please make sure you read and follow the instructions on every post. Nasa video description ko po yung links. Also, nasa video description ko rin kung saan kayo dapat mag-apply or mag-send ng resume for this particular program. Tandaan na only qualified applicants will be contacted by a Mercan representative. We also don't message or contact us by WhatsApp or text messaging. So please mag-ingat po sa mga nagpapanggap na taga Mercan. Okay? So that's it for my vlog. I hope na nag-enjoy kayo at may natutunan dahil sa bagong information na sinishare ko sa inyo. Sa mga may questions pa, just comment down below. And don't forget to like and share this video para marami pa po ang kabayan natin na makaalam sa mga immigration opportunities na ito. Until next time, and thank you for watching.